Hi, I'm Lauren Noble, and I'm so excited that you were trying your first set of Jamberry nails. There's so many things that are awesome about Jamberry, and I hope that the first thing you did, besides picking out the jams and all the colors that you want and all that, was watch the official Jamberry application video, which is located on the bottom of my website. And that's a great tried and true method to apply your jams, and it works great, and that's what my daughters and I primarily use. But there are a couple of tips and tricks that aren't called out specifically in there that I want to stress to you to make your first application and your future applications as successful as possible. So really the three keys to successful Jamberry application are nail prep, and nail prep. Oh yeah, did I mention nail prep? Nail prep is going to make these puppies last. So what you need to do is make sure that your nails are clean, all your polish is removed. Use your simple basic nail polish remover. You trim them to how you like to wear them, short, long, file them, get them in the right shape. And then wash your hands with something like a Dawn dishwashing detergent, nothing fancy. Great for removing oils and grease, so it'll get your nails really clean. So wash your hands, make sure your nails are really dry, and then this piece is really important. So you need to remove your cuticles and get them all pushed back so that there's a nice smooth surface to apply your jams. And I like to use a couple of things to do that. The first thing is I like to use just a nail cuticle exfoliant. Simple product, squirt it on your nail around the cuticle like this. Massage it in, and then get your cuticle stick or your cuticle pusher and push it back. Make sure it's good and back there. And when your cuticles are all back, you probably want to just wash your hands again and get all of that off of your nails. But make sure your cuticles are all pushed back, because if your cuticles are touching where you put your wrap, it's going to cause it not to seal really well. It'll start to cause it to peel up. So you've removed your cuticles, you've washed your hands with Dawn, and then this step, which is one a lot of people skip, is you need to wipe your nail down with the alcohol swab. So in your application kit, if you got one of those, there's little packets of alcohol swabs. I go really fancy. I use the big tub of alcohol swabs that we get at the local drugstore. Awesome. So you grab one of those, you wipe your nails, and I just do one hand at a time. So I'll wipe all my nails that I'm going to apply now with alcohol. So that is really key right before you apply. And if you do anything or get interrupted or you're in doubt, wipe it again with alcohol. Better safe than sorry. Now, one of the things that's really exciting about Jamberry is you get your sheet of nails, and you can pretty much, they're clear, and you can line them up to the size you want based by looking on it. But if you have an odd shaped nail bed, like my thumb's a little odd shaped, or a toenail or something like that that's a little funky shaped, here's a quick trick that I love. The simple Scotch tape. Take a piece of tape, put it on your nail, press it down there. Simple ballpoint pen, nothing fancy. Don't use a felt tip marker, because those typically smear off really easy and don't work as well. But just get along your cuticle and trace your nail along the inside of your cuticle. And you can trace the top if you want to. You don't really have to, but you can mark maybe a general idea of where the tip. But just trace really well the inside of your cuticle. Then when you pull it off, voila, you have a nice template that you can take and line up on a nail to get it the right size. So there's my thumb, and you notice it's a little bit flatter than the typical round edge. So I put it a little bit higher on my shape, and then I put it on the back of the paper, and then I just use my little nail scissors and I cut right while it's still on the plastic the shape that I need it to be. And I don't take it off the plastic yet. So that's an awesome tip to make sure that you get a well-fitting jam, and you're going to cut to the inside slightly of your line, because the other key when you're prepping your nails is that your Jamberry is slightly smaller than your nail bed. It's not overlapping. So you'll see a tiny little gap. So girls, embrace your nail gap, because that little gap where you see some nail around your Jamberry, is oh fine. Nobody's going to notice that. Nobody looks at your nails as close as you, but it allows you to get a really good seal. So those are my tips. Nail prep, nail prep, nail prep, and get a good fit, slightly smaller than your actual nail.